Ahoy mates, and welcome on board Carnival's newest and largest ship, Mardi Gras. We are on board for the very first sailing ever, and we are so excited to share it with you. We are here today to give you our full and complete ship tour. We will be going deck by deck, showing you everything we possibly can all along the way. So we're gonna head down now to the lowest deck we can access and begin the tour. So let's get it started. So normally we would begin on deck 1. On this ship it'll be deck 3. As you look at our ship map, here is deck number 3. It is the lowest deck. There is no deck 1 or 2 access for guests, only for crew. So deck 3 is the lowest deck that you are actually going to experience on this ship. Now, on deck 3, there are only a couple of things. Embarkation at the forward elevators and stairs, embarkation at the midship elevators and stairs, as well as the medical center. Nothing in the back. So the only thing to show here, the gangway and the medical center. So let's start with one of the gangways for embarkation and getting off the ports. So you can see standard embarkation area, security check, scan in, proceed down to elevators and stairs. Now let's head right across and check out the medical center. So we exit the midship elevator bay area and we find the medical center. I'm not going to go in because there's no need to, but this is where you will find it. Again, deck 3 here on the port side, midship is the medical center. And that's it for deck number 3. So let's head up to deck number 4. All right, up on deck number 4, one thing I want to point out really quick that I like about this ship, I don't know if Carnival does it on their other ships, is this is our first Carnival sailing. Royal Caribbean has a similar layout as this, where you do the side view. I like the above view as well, the detailed above view for each deck. It really helps to get an idea of where things are at. So we're on deck 4, and as you can see, deck 4 is mostly staterooms. There are 2 exceptions here, well, kind of 3. Camp Ocean, Dr. Seuss Bookville, Family Harbor Lounge. Now, here's the catch. We're at the red dot, midship, and that's where we would find Camp Ocean. Unfortunately, as the doors say, Camp Ocean is currently closed because of COVID-19. They are not currently offering Camp Ocean, so we cannot show you what it looks like in there. However, we will try to show the other stuff on this deck. Okay, one note. I thought Dr. Seuss Bookville was separate, but I now see that it's all included in the same block as Camp Ocean, so unfortunately we won't be able to show that. However, the Family Harbor Lounge is separate. I don't know if they'll let me in because we don't technically have access to that room because we're not staying in a Family Harbor room, but I'm gonna try. So we're gonna head there. So inside the Family Harbor Lounge here, they were kind enough to let me in to do a tour. Wow, really nice seating here. Large, beautiful artwork on the wall. We have a nice television, looks like a PlayStation 4 controller there. It's got some video games to play. Table, chairs. And then they do have a food and drink section throughout various times of the day. I believe they will have different offerings. Nothing right now. You can see though over here, oh man, that's an ice cream machine, I think. Very nice. Sodas, coffee, tea, and then again, additional tables, chairs, more beautiful artwork. This is really nice in here. Pretty sizable. And then there's another middle section in there. I'm not going to show that too much because there's actual kids in there, but they're playing a video game right now. So it looks like Lego Avengers or something. Very fun. So this is access from the port side on deck 4. I'll show you. So just to clarify, because I kind of went around a different way, the easiest way to access the Family Harbor Lounge, come down to deck 4, midship elevators and stairs, head out to port side, and then walk forward, and that's where you can enter the lounge right there. And they have the signs on the wall all along the way. Well, because Camp Ocean is closed, that is it for deck number 4. Let's head up to deck number 5. All right, up on deck 5, and this is an interesting deck, to say the least. Mostly staterooms. One thing you'll notice in the back here, though, is chef's table, just kind of off to its own. I don't even know if we can access that. I'll try to take a look, but that's interesting. I do notice there's stairs here, and I kind of thought from this map, it looked like you would access it via a secret stairwell or something from the Palm restaurant, and I'm not convinced that that's not the case, so we'll see about that. The other thing, more important thing on deck 5 is the Cloud 9 spa, salon, and thermal suite at the forward part of the ship. So I'm midship right now. I'm gonna check to see if we can walk back to chef's table from here, although I don't think so. and then we'll head forward, check out the spa. Okay, now in the aft of deck 5, the rear elevator and stairwell, there was nowhere to access Chef's table, much as I thought. So I'll try to confirm this with someone, but I do believe you have to access it from Palm. There is not anything back here, but that's what these tests are for. Now I'll walk all the way back to the forward part of the deck and see if we can get in the spa. Still on deck 5, and I'm feeling like such a rookie. On Royal Caribbean, these ship tours come quite easy to me. This one is a bit challenging because it's a little bit different, but we're figuring it out together. So I came forward, see the red dot on deck 5. I now realize, looking at the deck plan, the Cloud9 Spa entrance is actually up on 6. This is just where a lot of it is on deck 5, because I got to the end of the hall and didn't see an entranceway. So that's that. I'm gonna head up to deck 6 and we're gonna call it on deck 5. Okay, have made it to deck 6, and this is where the fun begins because there are no staterooms on this deck. This is just a lot of public spaces and things to see, so we'll be going over it all. We are still in the front here, forward part of the ship, so let's begin with Cloud9 Fitness and Cloud9 Spa entrance. I don't know how much they'll let me show just because of COVID-19 protocols and things like that, but I'm gonna try. All right, so Cloud9 Fitness, this is port side of the ship. Of course, this is the fitness center, the gym on board. They do have free weights, kettles, dumbbells, some resistance machines. They do have climbers, all kinds of stuff. They have even more free weights over here. Benches, towels. They have lockers, wipes. Of course, they have water fountains, so you can stay hydrated, which is super important. Even more water fountains up there. And then, so we come around, we do have treadmills here looking out the windows. Now usually you'll find fitness centers up high, so you have a much better view. This one is kind of covered up by the lifeboat there. So maybe not the best, but it at least is something. Treadmills, they do have cyclers, they have steppers. I don't know what these machines are called. I don't go to the gym. More treadmills. I mean, there's just a ton of treadmills, stationary cycles, things like that. It feels, of course, very good in here. Air conditioned to the max, per the usual. And we just come back around. We have some more resistance machines, more dumbbells and free weights, and more of these as well. I'm gonna go up here because it looks like there's some other doors on the ramp. Okay, so turning from the main area where we just were, see here it says Motion Studio. So this looks like where they would do some spin class. Got them all set up in here. Got the speakers, got a TV, got the fitness instructor's station up there, all set up and ready to go. So that's pretty cool. You can do some group classes, more water fountains, and then opposite of that, we have a scale, we have some exercise balls, looks like some yoga mats, some rollers, steps, lots of chairs. So I'm guessing this is also an additional group fitness instruction space. Very nice. And now we'll head back out to the main area. I kind of showed these when we came in, and now see that these are consultation rooms. So they have 2 consultation rooms right when you enter there, on your right hand side when you come in. So that's Cloud9 Fitness Center. Let's head directly across for Cloud9 Spa and Thermal Suite. This is the one I'm really not sure how much they'll let me film because of COVID, but we'll try. At least you know this is the entrance. Starboard side, deck 6, forward. You see here, Cloud9 Spa and Thermal Suite. And you can also go this way into the theater. The Mardi Gras Theater actually has an entrance down here as well. I'm gonna check out the spa right here. So right when you come in, they have a check-in area. They have some products for sale. More products here. And a nice sitting area. And then you can proceed down the hall for treatments and other things.
Video tour of our lovely spa, okay?
Okay.
So, as you can see, this is our reception area. We have our LMS display, our Kerastas, and your body over here.
All right.
Come on down. Watch your step. We do specialize in biotech facial, so this is our HD Skin Lab camera.
Okay.
This takes 2 flashes of your skin. takes the outside, which is a daylight flash, where you can see with the naked eyes, and then it takes a polarized flash, things that you cannot see with your naked eyes.
Okay,
Yes,
very
it's
interesting.
gonna tell you, just like how you see it here on the screen, it shows you everything into your skin.
Wow.
Yes.
Very nice.
So this is with your biotech facial.
Okay.
Right? If you just want a consultation with the skin lab, it's $35.
Okay.
You've got that.
So we're going downstairs here. Did want to point out there is a lift. There's an elevator there if you need it.
For an ADA.
ADA.
Yes. So before I tell you about the beautiful CND Nail Salon and Kerasta Salon, I'm going to tell you about this treatment, Thermage. So this treatment is a radio frequency and heat treatment. It's not abrasive nor needles. So this is amazing for if you have saggy skin.
Okay.
So it's a non-surgical facelift and it's amazing for the tummy area. Okay. He's also specialized in dye sport and wrestling. So dye sport, upper part of the face, he puts purified protein just to relax the muscles. And then wrestling is your 100% hyaluronic acid that's put volumes on the lower part of the face.
Okay. Okay. Good to know.
So we do all that on board.
All right.
You can come on in.
This is the beauty salon and barber.
So we
Ooh.
specialize in so many different types of manicures and pedicures. We do the fire and ice, the exotic, your soul delight. But the most relaxing one is the fire and ice treatment. You get exfoliation, relaxing massage, and you get a nail polish with your treatment. It's 50 minutes long.
Wow.
Your pedicure is 50 minutes, manicure is 45 minutes long.
Okay.
We do your Kerastas hair service, your keratin hair service, and we do barbering and Ghost Smile teeth whitening.
Okay. Lots
So
of great
you
stuff.
can all come here. We pamper both men and women.
Oh, good. Beautiful view as well. Excellent.
This whole corridor is a spa.
Okay.
Your relaxation lounge inside. You can have tea inside. Perfect. We do a lot of massages. We do your aroma spa, ocean, seaweed wrap. We do your bamboo massage, aroma stone therapy. We do your Thai poultice, and we do coconut poultice also as well.
Man, you guys do everything.
Everything.
And it smells so good in here.
Thank you. Also, this side is also spa.
Oh my gosh, this place is huge.
Very big.
Massive.
So this is your VIP part of the ship.
Oh.
It's your thermal suite. You have your hydrogen. Have you fun?
Yes.
Would you like any help with anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay, good. This is the sauna.
Oh, sauna. Wow. Well, that worked out nicely. So thank you so much to Crystal of the spa team for giving us the full and complete tour of the area. How nice was that, right? She said it's the largest spa she's ever worked in, and I'm not surprised because it was quite massive. But now we continue with the rest of the tour. All right, back to our map here to get reacquainted with where we're at on the tour. I mentioned before we went into the spa that there was an entrance to the theater, and as you see, Mardi Gras Theater, ADA access. So that's where you can enter there. Again, we're on deck 6 forward, but we'll show the main theater entrance up on the next deck. For now, let's continue on. Next stop is Punchliner Comedy Club, and then we'll be hitting Piano Bar 88. And as we turn here, starboard side, again, still in the forward part of the ship, we do find the Punchliner Comedy Club. As the name would suggest, this is where they have comedy in the evenings, throughout the day, at different parts. You see they have the comedians' information and different show times in here. Now we're not going to go in right now because they are having a private function. I don't want to disrupt them, but you can get an idea of the size of the space. Very intimate affair. And opposite the Punchliner Comedy Club, on the port side of the ship, we will find Piano Bar 88. And again, the name pretty much tells it all, doesn't it? This is the piano bar. They'll have nightly entertainment. Again, they are also having a private function right now, so I'm not gonna go in and disturb them, but we'll show you a little bit of the space since the doors are open from the entryway here. Nice sized bar, plenty of seating, tables, and then they even have a piano kind of striping around the actual piano itself. So a very fun space. Now we turn and we start heading towards midship, and we will find one of the largest areas on board, Grand Central. Let's head in. So the quote-unquote main part of Grand Central is center stage here, where they have all kinds of shows, entertainment, activities throughout the day and evening. We will get to that in just a second. I want to turn back here towards port side because we do have some items that we will find ahead of time. So starting with Java Blue Cafe, which is not actually, doesn't appear to be operating right now, but of course this is where you can grab drinks, coffee. I believe they have different kind of snacks and foods at various times of the day. Yeah, we have a menu here all day, salads, they have stuffed things, sandwiches, wraps, they do bowls. They have a bake shop with donuts, cupcakes, bundt cakes, cheesecake, chocolate cake, dips, strawberries, and cookies. Those are all at an additional cost. They also have some breakfast in the morning that you can get here. You do food and drink orders. They have sodas, juices, other things available for purchase or through your appropriate Cheers package. Coffee. Maybe even have a daily crossword stuff right there. And then of course this is where you can order some of the special coffees. They have spiked milkshakes, spiked floats, regular milkshakes, regular floats. They have fresh pressed juices, different kinds of coffee, espresso, looks like frappes, have bottled beverages here. You can order all of that stuff here at Java Blue. And the last part of Java Blue is they do have a grab and go beverage section as well as a grab and go food section, so there is nothing currently in those refrigerators. But they have drinks available for purchase. And that's Java Blue Cafe, again, portside across from center stage. Right next to Java Blue Cafe, we do find Cherry on Top, which is the candy store on board. They do also offer sweets, cakes, and cookies, and other kinds of things. Here is the official signage. The store is unfortunately closed right now because we are in port, but it is a small store, and there are glass doors. So they do have grab bag candy. Select your own, fill it up. They have pre-packaged candies as well. They have stuffed animals, all kinds of fun stuff going on there. They even have some drinks inside. So a little few toys, stuffed animals, lots of, they even have like gift bags and packages full of things pre-made. So lots of fun stuff going on in Cherry on Top. Across from Java Blue and Cherry on Top, turning back towards the starboard side, we will find center stage, again the main part, so to speak, of the Grand Central entertainment area. They will have all kinds of shows here, activities, entertainment, nightly performances, trivia, I mean just all kinds of stuff. You can see they have a music set up right now, drum kit and keyboard, getting some microphones set up, all that jazz. And then you see the digital display backdrop. Those are all, I think it's 16 individual screens that come together and make the large kind of jumbotron. A lot of time during the day they will have these screens put away and there's big glass windows behind them. You can see out to the ocean, which is pretty cool. Beautiful design in here, lots of great lighting, great sound equipment as well. And as you can see, what you'll find here with Grand Central in this area is that it is 3 stories. So we're down on deck 6, which is kind of like the main area, and then right above us, deck 7 is mostly equipment, mostly where they do the production, but there are some seats and tables over to the side, and then even on deck 8, there is seating available as well. We'll show that when we get up there. But lots of good stuff going on here at Center Stage in Grand Central. One last thing to show in this Center Stage Grand Central area, a bar. Of course, gotta have your drinks for showtime. Now we're gonna turn and head towards the aft part of the ship. More midship and then aft, but we're heading aft, not forward anymore, so let's head back. So to help us get reacclimated with where we are at, you see the red dot. We are in the midship elevator and stairwell area. We just came from Grand Central and Center Stage. Now we're gonna go down the starboard side of the ship, start over there. All right, so we see Center Stage and Grand Central We turn again. We're on the starboard side of the ship, heading aft, and we start to find some of these shops on board. So they have different things for sale here. Of course, the shops are closed right now, but this is hip fish accessories, bags and jewelry and other kinds of things. And we have across hip fish, beauty, and fragrances. The smell tells it all. I know we don't have smell-o-vision, but if we did, it would tell you. All kinds of fragrances, perfumes, colognes inside of there. As we proceed back, we'll find even more shop here. We have a watch store. I don't know if this is Invicta or if there's another pronunciation. I'm not a high-end person and I don't wear jewelry, so I don't know. But I can tell just by looking that they do have watches for sale in there. One little thing I'm gonna point out before we head into the next area is this. This is a St. Jude's art feature. They had a ribbon cutting for this when we came on preview day for Mardi Gras. So really awesome. We think that's fantastic. Carnival partnering with St. Jude's, and just a lovely, lovely piece here. And as the sign says, we are entering one of the 6 themed zones on Mardi Gras. This is French Quarter. Let the good times roll. This is a massive but beautiful area. Lots of things going on here. What I think I'm gonna do now is we're gonna go down this part, so starboard heading aft, before we get into the back, because that's a different area. We're gonna cut across and come back up because there's more of the French Quarter on that side. So let's head down. First thing though, right when we come in, we do have Fortune Teller. This is a new themed bar area, and even though we don't partake in alcoholic beverages, some of our friends did, and we filmed that in one of our vlogs. Be sure to go back and check that out because the drinks they made here were amazing. We didn't obviously taste any, but they looked incredible. There was a lot of storytelling going on with it. Very, very cool and interesting stuff. If you're into that kind of thing, you would definitely want to come check out the Fortune Teller. Lots of seating here at the bar and at tables as well. The theming just continues on all the way through. A really, really fun spot. And they do have additional seating, tables, chairs, booth seating, couches across, and they will usually have some form of nightly entertainment right over there in that space. And the lights that change color. Very, very fun. But this is what we really like that changes color. They have these large tube-like columns with the special light effects, and these change color as well. And it's just so cool because you can see there's multiple of them. They continue on down the hall, and they're just always flowing like this. It just looks like water flowing through them, and you can see the color change taking place now. It went from blue to pink to purple, purple to pink, kind of red, and it just keeps doing that. It's a really fun feature. Proceeding aft, again, starboard side, we will find one of our favorite dining venues that we ate at, Emerald's Bistro, 1396. We highly, highly, highly recommend this. It is an additional cost, but it is well worth it. Of course, what would you expect from Emerald, Lagasse, Creole food, Cajun style, lots of good things. They even have some fresh market-priced food on ice here. And then they have coffees and all their additional food. So definitely recommend checking out our daily vlog where we actually dined here for dinner. Again, it was absolutely fantastic, but you can see plenty of seating, tables, chairs, booth wraparound, got the nice lights and subway tile, got the jazz music playing, very enjoyable. And then they have booth seating, tables and chairs back around this side as well. So it's actually a pretty large space. It's very casual, but they will serve you. So it's a nice spot to enjoy. Now we're gonna turn back, head a little back further, but we're gonna cut over to the port side. All right, to help us keep a good flow and help keep oriented here, we are going to briefly exit the French Quarter area, but don't worry, we will be back. However, the next thing you'll see, again, starboard side of the ship, heading aft. We're almost all the way in the back of the ship, but we will find Carnival Kitchen, fun with cooking. This is where they would do cooking classes, do instruction. You can make some food. We haven't done it, we wanted to. We saw people in there doing it, and it looked like a lot of fun. You can see it's a prep kitchen. They get you taught up, teach you how to make something delicious, and I believe you get to dine on it as well. So lots of fun to be had in the Carnival Kitchen. It is an additional cost and you do have to make a reservation, but it seems like it would be a lot of fun. Now, heading back, very back side of the ship, we arrive at the Palm Restaurant. This is one of the main dining rooms, so to speak, that you will find on board. This is where they also had the sea day brunch that we did yesterday with a lot of our friends, and we thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm just gonna take a quick step in here. We did show what it looked like when we dined here yesterday. This is what it looks like when no one's eating in here. All right, so that is the Palm Restaurant, and that takes us all the way to the back of deck 6. You will see here they also have a conference room. I believe you can use that if you need for some kind of function. There's a private function going on right now. So that is going to complete the starboard side of deck 6, and as well as the back portion over here, because this just goes to the elevator and stairwell. There is no pass through. So we're gonna head back up here, past Carnival Kitchen, past Emerald's, to the fortune teller, and we're gonna take a left and go over to the port side. All right, let's get reoriented here. We have the St. Jude's statue. We have back out to Grand Central and center stage. We have the fortune teller bar here, and then we have back to Emerald's, Carnival Kitchen, and the Palm. So what we're going to do is cross through the fortune teller here. Again, we're going over to the port side of the ship, continuing the French Quarter area. And once we arrive, we'll turn left and we will find the Flamingo Restaurant. And this is the other quote-unquote main dining room on board. A little less flair than the Palm, methinks. Almost looks like an old cafeteria of sorts. But this is where you'll find that. Now we're going to head back forward, and we will find the Brass Magnolia, a lounge space. They have nightly entertainment. Could be jazz music, could be violins, could be many things. Let's see here. There's the sign. And the lovely lamps and artwork. So we have trumpets and trombones adorning the walls, velvet style seating. And here is the stage where they will have those nightly performances. And then we have the bar itself. Lovely artwork with the magnolias. Chandeliers up above. Very nice. And thus, hence the name brass, as in brass wind instruments. Magnolia, as in the flowers that you will find growing in Louisiana and the southern United States. And then this just continues back out to center stage and the Grand Central area. So that is going to do it for deck number 6. Let's head up to 7. And just like that, we have arrived at deck number 7. This is a deck that does not have any staterooms, much like deck number 6. As you can see, we're kind of midship right now. So what I'm gonna do is head to the back, aft part of the deck, and then we will work our way forward. So let's head back. All right, so we are in the very aft part of deck 7, currently starboard side. As the sign says, Palm Restaurant, because this is the upper level of the Palm Restaurant. The same that we just showed down on deck 6. You can see actually there is a stairwell here, and that goes down to that conference room that we pointed out. And there's the main check-in desk down below. This is the upper level because of course it is a multi-level dining room. And it's going to be decorated much the same. It'll look very similar to the dining space down below. This is just the upper section. So just to get us reoriented again, Palm Restaurant, we just showed you the upper deck of that. We are now at the rear elevator and stairwell. Now we're gonna proceed forward and show these next two things. So once again, starboard side, that's where we're headed. We're now going to be walking forward because we're currently all the way in the back of the ship. So the first thing we come to is the Dream Studio, a pixel experience. This is where you can go in and arrange photo sessions. They have tons of photo spots on the ship in the evening. They will set up all kinds of backdrops, all kinds of props for you to come and have photos done. You can arrange special private sessions in here. There's another part where you actually have photos taken that we'll show you in just a little bit. But that's what you're gonna find here, deck 7, starboard side. Then this lovely staircase with the mirrors. This goes back down, dumps you right off at Emeralds where we were earlier, and then you can also go up to deck 8. That comes later. Next thing we want to show, we have a seating area here, and this is across from the steakhouse. Fahrenheit 555 degrees. One thing I want to point out, they do have this very large banquet table right when you enter for larger parties. And they also have a bar at the entrance as well, and additional seating. And they have the check-in area here for the restaurant. All right, we're gonna step in here. We did not dine at the steakhouse. We're just gonna step in really quick and show you what it looks like inside. So as you would expect, very elegant, very intimate. Do have nice spacing between the tables. Some of the other restaurants, the tables were kind of cluttered together. They do have some nice spacing here. Chairs, booth seating as well. I love all the cow art. Makes total sense. Steakhouse and beef. Some very nice chandeliers up above as well. So it's not a very large venue. Definitely want to have reservations for this one. Even have some tables and chairs out here as well. Now let's head back out and proceed forward. Say goodbye to our bovine friends on the wall. So we proceed forward here on deck 7, starboard side, and you can see the sign for Emerald's Bistro, $13.96 down there. Now we're entering a lounge space. Lots of tables, chairs, couches, these beautiful lights. Lots of fun stuff. See the artwork here. Lots of chemicals, chemical equations, molecules, and signs. What could it be? What else? A Carnival staple and favorite, this is the Alchemy Bar. So you'll find this here themed after an old style pharmacy. Again, look at the periodic table of elements carved into the bar. Very fun. You can see here, today's prescription, the quick fix. You'll feel better in no time. Of course, all kinds of drinks to be had here. To continue that fun themed lighting up above, you do have tables and chairs as well as bar style seating right over the glass looking down to deck 6 in the French Quarter over at Emerald's, and then the fortune teller bar additional seating. And of course you have bar seating as well. It is a bar, right? It says it in the name. So lots of fun to be had here at Alchemy Bar. It just continues on around here. Very cool theming all throughout. And then just more lounge space, tables and chairs, and then the stairwell to go back down. Now right next to Alchemy Bar, we'll see the sign here, Limelight Lounge. But you can see, it says please use other door. We're gonna show you where that's at. This is an entrance and exit point for Limelight Lounge, but it is not the main one that is on around here. So let's proceed just a little bit more forward. Okay, getting oriented here, deck 7, midship elevators and stairs. You see back out there to the French Quarter. We are going to turn, come over to the port side, and we will see the sign here, Limelight Lounge. This is the main entrance point. They're getting set up for shows and stuff tonight. It's very dark in there right now. See, it's actually a pretty sizable space. They do have a big bar all the way in the back, lots of chairs, seating, and that does continue all the way in the back there. They have some fun lighting, very cool stuff. They have different events here throughout the day. I think mostly at night. But if you're looking for something at Limelight Lounge, this is where you'll find it. I think they do a lot of karaoke and stuff here, if I'm not mistaken. Alchemy Bar back this way. Limelight Lounge, stairs and elevators there for midship. We're now starboard side, heading forward. And this is where we will find the Carnival store, as well as Island Traders. You can see all kinds of fun merchandise in there. Backpacks, hat, t-shirts, bottles, magnets, dresses, stuffed animals, all kinds of Carnival merchandise. Of course, it is closed right now because we are in port, but this is where you will find all the fun stuff. You can choose fun. And across from the Carnival store, we turn and we find ourselves back at center stage in Grand Central. Of course, this is the mid-level where most of the production equipment is, but they do have seating up here. You can take in the show from here. And I did want to show that kind of in the middle here, they do have tiered seating up to the next level. Now, heading back towards the elevator and stairwells, we will see the casino. The casino on the ship is absolutely massive. and there are multiple entrances, one of which is back here behind the elevator and stair. So let's go in there so we can kind of walk through the whole thing. Just to give an idea though, before we go in, of what we're actually doing. See here, midship elevator and stairwell, we're gonna come in here, go through, see it's so big. It goes through here and then it goes around to the other side as well. So I'll try to show as much of it as I can. So you see Mardi Gras Casino, this entrance is actually right across from Limelight Lounge, where we were just a few minutes ago. So this is a small bay of the casino, but what's really cool, I like this part a lot, is because it looks right down into Brass Magnolia. Oh my gosh, this is where I would want to play if we were playing in the casino. That is so cool, what a great view. And as you'll see as we proceed through, there are a ton of slot machines here. They are all the newer, larger ones. They're so big. This goes back out to center stage, Grand Central area. You see they have lots of the like big slot machines, table games, roulette, blackjack, all kinds of stuff. It's just massive. There's too much to show it all. It's so big. So we'll just kind of do a quick walk through here, just to give you an overview. Now you'll see this exit here. You can take this door to go back out to the mid-level of center stage, or take the stairwell down to deck 6, or you can go out this door to take the stairwell up to deck 8. So that's another option. This continues on. They got the big Players Club spinner wheel there.
Just need to find this in the ace list.
And now we go in the next section. It just keeps going and going and going. We will find the casino bar here in the middle. TVs, plenty of seating. Bar staff, of course. They have coin pusher. They have claw game. They have every slot machine imaginable. That is definitely the majority of the space is dedicated towards that. This will exit out to the forward part of deck 7 with the cashier station over here. Let's turn back around. Head back towards the bar. See this again, just keep going and going and going. This will take you back out, as the sign says, to Grand Central, center stage, the mid-level, or we can turn and go into this portion of the casino. And of course, the casino is closed right now because we're in port. They're not currently operating any games. People are ready to go though. Craps, roulette, everything you can need. And then we find the exit on this side. So as you can see, an extremely large casino. We exit out here, the forward part of deck 7. So what we find here on the forward part of deck 7 is the entrance to the Mardi Gras Theater. The theater is currently closed, however we have been in there for some different productions, so we'll put some video of that in right now. And you will find an entrance like this on both the starboard and port sides of the ship. Again, deck 7 forward. So we entered it by Limelight Lounge, came through this part of the casino, went through, saw this part, the cashier, the bar, and then they came through and out here. And then the forward part is the Mardi Gras Theater with entrances on both sides. And that is going to do it for deck number 7. So we'll head up to number 8. Deck number 8, it is great, and we are at the forward part of deck number 8, which is mostly staterooms, but this is the Havana area. So what we're gonna do now is enter the Havana area, go check out the bar, pool, whirlpool area for Havana guests only. So deck 8 forward, you'll see the signs for Havana staterooms and suites even numbered port side, staterooms and suites odd number starboard side, and this is also where you can find entrance to the lounge, bar, pool area. So when you come in here, staterooms are going to be off to the left up the ramp, but you can also enter the Havana bar and lounge from here.
What 1985 charity single sold more than 20 million?
And they're currently doing some trivia.
We are the world.
They will have nightly Cuban music Lots of fun going on here. They've had some karaoke, doing trivia right now. You see the Havana bar over there. We're gonna check out this in just a minute. But first, let's head outside to the pool area. You see a Havana Experience wristband required beyond this point because it is for Havana guests only. So if you're in the Havana area, they will give you a wristband like this, and that designates that you're able to go out and enjoy the pool area. So let's head out. Now we will say, of course, this is our first Carnival sailing. We've never been on a Carnival cruise before, and everyone we've talked to, all of our friends and other guests have said that this was the most disappointing Havana experience they've had as far as the bar and pool area is concerned. Mainly the pool. So you do see they have some comfortable chairs out here, beautiful colors. They do have an outdoor portion of the bar as well. We have lounge chairs, get some sun, take in the view. And then when we come down to the inn,
That's what our room was like up there.
you see the seating continues. And they do have a kind of like a towel stand here. Special Havana towels, Havana logo on them. And then we come down to the pool. They do have a shower here, but as you can see, the pool is quite small. That's it. Right there. It's almost like a large hot tub. I don't want to show it too much because people are enjoying it. Don't want to disrupt them. But they do have the stairs up here to get in, and it's just not very big. That's it. So there's usually someone in it. They do have some nice tile artwork out here, but it is not a very big area, and especially apparently compared to some other ships like Horizon, for example, where the Havana pool is in a completely different area of the ship. But nonetheless, that is where it is. You can also enter the Havana Bar and Lounge back through these doors as well. I am going to go back in from where we exited, and then we're going to go around and show you the main entrance to the lounge. And as the sign says, here is the Havana Bar. You see they have, of course, all the drinks. Nice tile art.
Number 9, true or
Back
false?
behind,
Here in
bottles
Arms
stacked
by
up,
Hello Goodbye
is a very
is a remake
cool
of
look
Lionel
as
Richie.
well.
Who said true?
And then they have this area. They can also do a private
Who's it
function
false?
back in this area, like we've seen them do birthday parties.
It is false.
They have this
It is
nice
false.
glass, almost stained glass looking artwork. Beautiful artwork up on the wall over there. And it just continues around.
Name the artist
And then you
who
can
sang
exit through
Straight
here.
Through, a
The
song
door
based on a poem of Lynching.
leads us back out to Grand Central. And as we turn, you see on the floor, it designates Havana Bar. So this is probably technically the main entrance, but of course you can access it from over by the staterooms as well. Now, one more thing before we leave this area, we're gonna head back over, like we're going back to the elevators and stairs to show one of the new restaurants on board. So deck 8 forward, elevators and stairs. This is the Havana Bar Lounge area. So directly across from that and just past the elevators and stairs, we will find one of the new restaurants on board. Depending on who you ask, this is either Shaban or Chabang. As you can see, it's Chinese and Mexican cuisine. It's not technically a fusion. They're not blending those flavors. They just have two separate menus. It looks like they're closed right now, but that's okay because we actually dined here in one evening. We'll put some footage of that in right now. All right, so there you go. That is Shaban or Chabang. And that's gonna do it for the forward part of deck number 8. We're gonna walk back now on the starboard side. All right, so on the starboard side of the ship, that's the entrance to the Havana Bar and Lounge there. And as I turn, I remember I told you earlier there was a place to get photos done. This is Dream Studio Pixel Experience. The other location we saw one on the back of the ship. Here is the forward part, so you can get that set up and actually get some photos taken in there as well. And across, they will every night have a photo spot set up here with different props, different backdrops, things like that. And as we proceed towards the back of the ship, we again find ourselves in Grand Central, the center stage area. This is the third and final level of this venue. So this is just gonna be some seating up top. One thing I forgot to mention when we were on deck 7, but I kind of wanted to show it from deck 8 because I think this is an awesome view, is the Grand View Bar. I just love this artwork. It's like a waterfall going down, and it goes right down to the bar. So again, that's on deck 7, the actual bar itself for Grand View. And you do walk across this like glass bridge. You can't really see through it, but it does have a little bit of a shake to it. So if that's something that makes you nervous, just be prepared. Now we're heading into the kind of the midship area here. This stairwell goes down into the casino. This is the one we pointed out from inside earlier. As we proceed along, we will find two neighboring restaurants. We will find Bonsai Sushi and Bonsai Teppanyaki as well. So we look inside here. It's a very small venue. Just the 3 hibachi tables. I believe they seat 10 each, if I remember correctly. Check-in desk here. And then the sushi portion of the restaurant, which is actually quite a bit larger. It has seating that goes on to the back over there. Nice floor-to-ceiling windows in here. Some lovely artwork. Plenty of seating, tables, chairs, and you can also sit at the bar, sushi bar itself, and dine there. Both of these venues, of course, are an additional cost. Here's the tiered seating that we mentioned earlier, going back down to deck number 7. But as we continue along here, we will find some more stores. We have some jewelry, watches, sunglasses, all kinds of different brands and things you can buy in these venues when they are open. It's actually a pretty sizable space. It's a lot of space to dedicate to shopping and jewelry, but it is very nicely done. And that will take us through the Grand Central center stage area here. We're going to proceed down starboard side towards the aft. All right, we're now entering the Pixels photo gallery area. So they have these different tablets. You can scan in, put in your information, and find the photos that they've taken for you throughout the journey. You can purchase those here at Pixels Photo Gallery. They have the counter here. They also sell equipment. They have earbuds. They have waterproof speakers. They have lanyards, all kinds of different stuff. They even sell GoPros and other camera equipment. We'll take it back here. They have photo frames, albums, to keep all of those keepsake photos in. And remember your fun time on board your sailing. Oh, I love that. Those are cool. The Adirondack chair frames. Very fun. Even a porthole frame. That's super cool. Look at these. They have like, oh, I thought those were actual lenses. It's a mug. Camera lens mug. That is so cool. It says Carnival on it. It looked like it said Canon. That's very well done. They have keychains, same style. They have a shot keychain. Look at this. Mardi Gras inaugural season with the bell and the framed photo. That's pretty nice. Even have some like stuffed animals, art, and more lanyards here as well. So lots of fun stuff you can buy in addition to your photos. And you see this space is just absolutely massive. It just keeps going, table after table after table of tablets that you can get on, peruse your photos, and purchase them here in the Pixels Photo Gallery. The final part behind this section of tablets is they do have some waterproof cases, wallets to put things in, snorkel masks, they have water shoes, and they have snorkel equipment, the full package, so mask, snorkel, fins, things like that. They have the all-in-ones, lots of stuff that you can purchase here. Now we're going to exit Pixels Photo Gallery and enter our next theme zone on board, La Piazza. So right when we enter La Piazza, we find this fun car and artwork. How cool is that? And this leads us into the entrance to Cucina del Capitano. This is the Italian restaurant on board. This is the entrance to that, the check-in station, and then the restaurant itself, which is currently closed. But again, luckily enough, we dined here one evening. We'll put some footage of that in right now. So that is Cucina del Capitano. They also have outdoor seating, which we'll show in just a little bit. And then this seating area themed the same kind of way. Italian, almost looks like you're sitting outside even though you're inside. This is casual seating during the day. Anyone can use this if you're eating pizza or paninis or something like that. They will use it for table service in the evening. Now across from Cucina del Capitano, we do have Bar della Rosa. As the name would suggest, it is a bar. They do have coffees here. I think they also do some smoothie and stuff. So lots of drinks to be had here at Bar della Rosa. Proceeding back, the aft of the ship, we will find Pizzeria Del Capitano, of course the pizza spot on board. They do have drinks for purchase as well. They'll be serving up pizza. They don't have a lot ready to go right now, just a couple of slices. This is where you will get all that margarita, fungi, pepperoni, quattro formaggi, prosciutto, lots of different options, and then your toppings that you can get here. And there's plenty of seating right across, although it is quite busy right now. As we proceed back, we will also find a drink station, coffee, tea, water, lemonade, juice, that sort of thing right over there. And then next door to the pizza station, we have Piazza Panini. This is the sandwich panini location. They do have 12 different kinds of sandwiches that you can order here at Piazza Panini. They'll also do a dessert bar later in the evening. All kinds of different breads. They have ciabatta, they have pretzel bun, they have cheese bread, lots of different things there. Very delicious. We enjoyed our meal here very much. Proceeding back again on deck 8 here, starboard side. This staircase with the mirrors and the lights, that will take you back down to deck 7 and then down to deck 6 by Emeralds. But across from that, we will find Rudy Sea Grill, Chef Rudy Soderman. This is his Sea Grill on board. Again, they are currently closed, but we dined here last night. It was our favorite meal on board. We'll put some footage of that in right now. So that's Rudy Sea Grill. We ate outside. I'll show you that in just a few minutes as well. Now proceeding on back, we'll find an ATM, as well as an area where you can check your statement, do some guest services kind of thing. But then across from that, we will find Carnival Adventures. So this is where you can book shore excursions. Carnival Adventures. That's the name of it. They do have the self-serve tablets all throughout here, but they also have the desk where you can get help as well. Now as we proceed back even further here, you see all these people lined up because this is guest services. This is the guest services area on board. Come check your folio, settle anything, if you have any questions, if you need assistance with something, this is where you can come for that. But enough of that, that's the boring stuff. We're gonna get back to the fun stuff. We're entering another themed zone here. We're just stacking them up. This is Summer Landing. Lots of fun stuff going on. Back here, all the way in the back of deck 8, we will find Guy's Pig and Anchor Barbecue, the Smokehouse and Brewhouse, the patio area, the watering hole, portside liquor and tobacco, and the Heroes Tribute Lounge. So let's start knocking those out one by one here. So the first thing we see when we enter is the Pig and Anchor sign. We will get to Pig and Anchor in just a second, but first wanted to point out portside liquor and tobacco, which is a funny name because it's actually on the starboard side of the ship. But you can obviously, as the name would suggest, buy liquor and tobacco of all kinds, shapes, sizes, and varieties inside the store there. Across from that, we will see our brewery, because this is Pig and Anchor Smokehouse and Brewhouse. They actually do brewery tours on sea days. You can schedule that with the brewmaster on board. Come earlier in the day, and I think they do it around 4 o'clock, at least as of right now. Now as we enter here, we'll kind of just do a sweeping look here, because we have a big space. Heroes Tribute Lounge over here. Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse and Brewhouse over here. Let's start with that. So we have our bar, center stage. Sign says Flavortown. Guy Fieri, you know how he gets down. So you get your brews, and then dining for the actual restaurant itself. Quick serve, kind of buffet style for lunch during the day. Table serve in the evening. They do have a drink station back here. Water, juices, coffee, tea, soda. Lots of fun stuff. And this is where they would be serving the food buffet style. They also have another serving section outside, which I'll show again in just a minute when we head out there. We'll find the stage all the way in the back here. They'll have nightly entertainment. They'll also do some fun activities like the Backyard Bash during the day. Seating continues on around. TVs throughout. Fun lighting and theming abound. We'll go past these sliding glass doors here momentarily. We'll come back out to that in just a minute. Proceeding on this side of the ship back to starboard, we'll find a couple of foosball tables as well as some televisions. So this is the Heroes Tribute Lounge, a salute to all branches of military, everyone who served in the armed forces. It is kind of taken over as a sports bar on deck. On board. They also have ice cream and frozen yogurt, soft serve frozen yogurt, both here in this little truck. That is open 24/7, and you'll see that they'll have all kinds of pictures and medals and badges, all kinds of ribbons, different things, the American flag, of course, lots of comfortable lounge seating, and many kind of tributes, as it says, to our armed forces. So the Heroes Tribute Lounge, starboard side, guys, Pig and Anchor, brew house and smokehouse, port side, and now we're gonna head out directly to the back here. This is the patio. Let's head out. So we head out to the patio, we find a large infinity style pool. They have loungers you can sit in the water. They have freshwater showers. So it's kind of like a shallow entry point, and then it gets into the deeper pool portion. On both sides, they will have loungers, comfortable seating, chairs, tables, lots of good stuff there on both sides. Now let's head over port side and we'll walk forward. We'll show you the outdoor dining sections we were talking about earlier. So heading away from the pool section of the patio, again, we are now port side, heading forward. This goes back into the Pig and Anchor, but you'll also see the Pig and Anchor sign up here because this is the outdoor serving section that currently closed, but you can get typically the food and drinks here as well. Pardon the construction noise. They build the new terminal and pier in Nassau. You can see the signage on the board for the Pig and Anchor here. And the seating continues on. There's a drink station out here, some ice water, and more seating. Plenty of tables and chairs. We'll continue forward here, show a couple other dining venues. So exiting guys Pig and Anchor outdoor seating section, heading forward on the port side, we'll find the outdoor dining section for Rudy's Sea Grill. This is actually where we dined last night and we thoroughly enjoyed it. It is covered. So don't have to worry about getting rained on or having too much sun. They can also pull down these if it does start raining to block that out. And then we'll find some additional outdoor lounge space, sun deck here. And it's nice because if we look up, you see the rest of the ship is further in. This part sticks out much further towards the water than the rest of the ship does. And because it's quite a bit lower than the upper decks are, you get a really great view of the water or the port that you're in. Again, port side, deck 8, we'll find the outdoor dining section for Cucina del Capitano, the Italian restaurant. So you'll see they have a lot of outdoor dining for this restaurant. It is covered as well. Got the beautiful lights hung up, lots and lots and lots of tables and chairs, and then it goes back inside to the restaurant. If you were to continue proceeding forward on the outside of the deck, this is both for the port side and starboard side, it will eventually dead end. So you can keep walking forward, but it's going to stop at some point, and it's a crew only area, so it'll dead end. So we're gonna turn around and head back to the patio and go around the starboard side. All right, so back out on the patio here at Summer Landing, the main pool area back over there at the very back of the ship. We're now starboard side and gonna turn and head forward, starting with these two large hot tubs right here on the side of the ship. Very nice. And the next thing we'll find is the watering hole. Of course, an outdoor bar area, full service. Get all your drinks there. Continuing forward, we do have more seating, tables, chairs, lounges, and then we find some sun loungers and small tables as well. And here, as we continue proceeding forward, we find more tables and chairs. Now these are not dedicated to specific restaurants. This is just outdoor seating for Piazza Panini or the pizzeria. Both of those areas or any other food you might have. We've got quick serve from pig and anchor and you want to bring that over here, you can do that as well. So lots of tables, lots of chairs to eat outside here. And then we'll actually find the outdoor portion of Bar Della Rosa. Remember we saw that earlier across from Cucina del Capitano, right when we entered the La Piazza area. This is the outdoor section, and the same thing as the other side. You can continue going forward, but it will dead end right up there. So now we are done. We're gonna head back inside. And actually, as I look back at our map here, I realize we have completed deck number 8. We're good to head to 9. Here on deck number 9, and we are given a bit of a reprieve. This is easy enough. It is all staterooms. Nothing to show here. Let's head up to 10. Deck number 10, guess what? It's a repeat of deck number 9, all staterooms. Heading up. Landing on deck 11, and guess what? Deck 11 is the exact same, all staterooms. Let's go. Deck number 12 now, and what do we find? More staterooms. Going up. No, you are not seeing that incorrectly. Deck 14, there is no deck 13. Carnival's not superstitious, but they are a little stitious. So we go right from 12 to 14, and guess what? More staterooms. Nothing else to show here. Let's keep going. Deck 15, all staterooms as well. Fret not, this is the last deck that is like this. Let's head up to 16 and more fun. Deck 16 is where we find ourselves now, and this is kind of a split situation. The forward part of deck 16, all staterooms. The back part is where the fun is. That's where we're at right now. The aft elevator and stairwell. We're gonna turn and head right outside to the very back of the ship. And upon exiting deck 16 aft, we see the sign says Tides Pool. We'll head out the doors here, and that's exactly what we'll find. Very similar to the pool that we showed down at Summer Landing. It has the shallow entry, it has the lounge chair, you can get in there, there's tables built in as well, and then a deeper part of the pool in the middle. Loungers all around, of course, as well as a hot tub built up on either side with freshwater shower. Plenty of sun loungers over on starboard side as well as the port side. Turning back in, we will find a couple of different things. If we go this way, it'll be the Lido Marketplace, the buffet. We're gonna go this way over to the port side and show one of our absolute favorite venues on board. It's Big Chicken. This is Shaquille O'Neal's chicken restaurant, hence the big. And we think it's absolutely delicious, and there's no line right now. Oh my gosh. Tempting. Big flavor, big food, big fun. We've had this for lunch, we've had it for breakfast. We enjoyed both of those. This is included with your cruise fare, and we highly encourage you to check it out. They have a hand washing station, tables and chairs to dine at, drink station, as well as a sauce and toppings bar, slaw, potato salad, pickles, sauces, all kinds of fun stuff, and then additional seating tucked up in there. Let's turn back and go over to the starboard side, because we'll show the outdoor portion of our next venue, which is the Lido Marketplace. And as I mentioned, that is the buffet on board. It's done very well. We haven't eaten there, but we're big fans of how they did it. First thing is we have the Tides bar right here on the back. Get your drinks if you're heading to the Tides pool area. They do have a swirl station here, ice cream and soft serve. We have noticed this one not always being 24 hours. Sometimes they do close this one down, so you want to be sure to check on that. They have some tables, chairs, booths, additional outdoor seating outside. Before we go in, we see the sign here, Lido Marketplace. This is our next venue, so let's see. Hand washing station right when we come in. And then we will enter the marketplace itself. And you'll see this is like very cabana style. Lots of tables, chairs, and booths. But they like to mix up the seating in here and make it very fun, because they'll kind of tuck up areas like behind these louvered shutter kind of dividers, or they'll put it under the roof with the different lights. Beverage station over here. We continue on back. This is where it really starts to get fun with the seating, because they'll have these sections, like I mentioned before, kind of tucked up into themselves. But then over on this side, they'll have the high top, half booth, half tables. So you can sit up high, someone can grab a chair, someone can sit up in the booth and look out the floor to ceiling windows. Now the design of this buffet is very smart, because all the seating is external on the perimeter. The food and drinks are inside in the center. So we have a drink station here, soda, juice, water, coffee, tea, lemonade, all that stuff, as well as a self-serve pour beer station. And then we get into our different food station. Of course, this will vary from day to day, but this is self-serve. Have lots of different stations where you can get food. And of course, this stretches both sides. So the Lido Marketplace goes from port to starboard, takes up the entire middle section here. And yet again, more seating and food and beverage stations here. Now, I kind of said it takes up the whole middle section of the deck. It's really the back section to the middle. It's a little bit of a misspeak on my part, but it just keeps going. It's a massive space. So far, there's been plenty of seating. Let's head out, though. We're on the Lido deck. Let's head outside and see what's going on out there. So as the sign says, Lido, we are here. And we find ourselves here at the Red Frog Tiki Bar, which is just a stunning venue. One of our favorites. Even though we don't partake, it's okay. It's fun for everyone. Look at all of the beautiful tiki decor, the different fabrics, the different adornments, the different lighting. At night, torches light up. At night, the tiki faces light up. It's a completely different experience, day and night. It goes all the way around here. You see the carved wood columns. You see the bar continuing along. It's just a super fun space. But guess what? It's double trouble, double the fun. That is just the bottom level. The Red Frog Tiki Bar here on Mardi Gras is 2 stories. So we'll show that upper portion when we head up to the next deck. For now though, let's continue with our tour of the Lido deck here. We have a towel hut station right when you come out of Lido Marketplace, and then we find all of our chairs and loungers centered around the main pool here in the center. There is a hot tub on the other side. There is a covered bench seating area over there. There is lots of fun going on, music playing, everyone's having a good time. Plenty of seating abounds. Now we're gonna shoot out over here to the port side and show a dining venue. So here on the port side of Lido deck, we see all of these different tables and chairs, seating abound. We see people eating and drinking. That's because all of this seating is connected to a Carnival staple. It's the Blue Iguana Cantina here on the port side of the Lido deck, midship, where you get your tacos, your burritos, all your toppings and salsa. You can find that here at Blue Iguana. Heading forward here, this is the hot tub that I mentioned, as well as that covered little hut bench seating built into the main pool area. And then they have additional seating on around the starboard side as well, because we will find on the starboard side Seafood Shack. This is an additional cost venue, not included with your cruise fare, but you can get all kinds of good seafood there. And then next to that, we have a new venue, as the sign says here, Street Eats. This is included with your cruise fare. We have 3 different stations of street food here. We have Time Fries that has specialty fries with different kinds of toppings. We have Steam Dream serving up bao buns and different dumplings and things like that. And then we have Mad Sizzle, which does like kebabs and skillet sizzle kind of offerings. So lots of good food to be had there. There's another drink station, and then again, additional seating as well here for Street Eats. And as we head inside here to the deck 16 forward elevator and stairwell, again, the rest of this deck is just staterooms, so all of the fun is here midship and towards the aft section. So now we're ready to head up to 17. All right, deck 17, and this is where things get really interesting. We are here at the forward elevator and stairs. Now, as you can see, this is mostly just staterooms. It looks like you could go through to the fun stuff in the back, but you cannot, because the midship, here, I'll kind of show it here. The blue line is deck 17. See, the midship elevators and stairs block this area, because this is the only elevator here that will go up to deck 18. Keep that in mind for when we go to the next deck. But it looks like you would just be able to proceed from here straight through to here. But you cannot do that, not from the interior. You have to go outside. I'm actually going to show you something over here by the stairs in the entrance to the stateroom hallways. You'll see the sign here says Serenity, adult only retreat. But what does it say? 1 deck up. So if you're here in the deck 17 stateroom area at the forward, you actually have to go up and then come back down once you're midship to get to the rest of the things on deck 17. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. See, I'm actually up on 18. Don't worry, we're gonna go back to 17 and show the stuff in the midship and back. All right, back on deck 17 outside at the Lido deck. What I did is we're inside forward part of the stateroom area. So I went up the stairs to deck 18, walked through Serenity, and then came down the exterior stairs to get back on 17 for the midship and aft portions of this deck. Now, if you were not able to do those stairs, you could of course take the elevator back down to 16 and then come through here and then come back up at the midship or rear elevators and stairs. But now that we're here, deck 17 again, look, this is a great view of the pool deck down below. We have the live music being played over there, as well as our big screen for dive-in movies and lots of fun activities there. Of course, plenty of lounge space here on the sun deck as well. Now we're gonna proceed, we're on the port side, we're gonna proceed back to the aft section of the ship. And of course, we mentioned the Red Frog Tiki Bar 2 levels, so this is the upper level of Red Frog Tiki Bar. It is much smaller than the bottom level, as it is just the bar space up here. So the bar space going around, tables and chairs, but that's it for this section. They do have some additional table and chairs here as well. We'll get to that in just a minute. Only other thing I want to point out right here is that they do have some merchandise on display for the Red Frog Tiki Bar. Some fun theming and themed stairs going down. Now, turning back again, we are on deck 17. We are port side. We are heading to the aft part of the ship, and we will find two favorites here on Carnival and on Mardi Gras. Another Swirls location, ice cream and frozen yogurt. We'll find another drink station here, and then we proceed in to what else? Guy's Burger. So lots of fun to be had in here, lots of delicious food. You have the toppings bar here with all your different condiments, lettuce, tomato, pickles, onions, jalapenos, bacon, sauteed mushrooms, sauteed onion, all kinds of stuff. Tables, chairs, booth seating abound throughout the restaurant, hand washing station, and then of course the main area where you will actually order the food. Just get in line, go up to the counter, tell them what you want, they will get that for you. This is of course included with your cruise fare, and they do have additional seating on the outside, picnic table style, with benches where you can sit out if you want to get some sun. Right next to Guy's Burger, we'll find the entrance to Club 02, ages 15 through 17. Just kind of go into the entryway here. I don't know if this is actually open. It is, but they're doing something there, so I'm not going to go in right now. But this is the team area on board. Now proceeding back, again, this is the outdoor portion. That's the entrance to Club 02 where we just were. They do have additional picnic table style seating here. Proceeding back along port side, deck 17, we will find the outdoor section of Club 02. So those doors go right inside, and then this is the outdoor seating portion. Again, this is ages 15 through 17 for this part. And if we proceed further back here, we'll find a ton of deck chairs, loungers, and lounge space. Deck 17 in the very back, we find this fun lounge space, lots of comfortable couches, chairs, pillows, tables. You hear something going on up above us, something very fun. We'll get to that in just a little bit, but the lounge space continues on around, and then once we come over to the starboard side, we will find additional lounge chairs as well as a smoking section. You'll find the smoking section on board. There's several ones. This is just one of those that's available outside here. Again, this is deck 17, starboard in the aft part of the ship. We're going to proceed forward here. So just proceeded forward along deck 17 starboard side. Just was a lot more of these sun deck chairs, lounge chairs, and now we're back at the main pool area, upper deck of Red Frog Tiki Bar, and the live stage performance area there. All right, inside here on deck 17, as the red dot indicates, we're at the midship stairs and elevators. We have to come inside here to show you a couple of different venues. So here at the elevator and stairwell, we'll proceed towards the aft part of the ship. You'll see that goes out to Guy's Burger Joint, where we just were on the outside. But if we turn here, the starboard side, we will find two locations. We'll find Circle C, which is the club area for ages 12 through 14, and we'll also find the Warehouse Arcade. So Circle C for ages 12 through 14. I'm not gonna go in because that's the spot for them, but you can see inside they have a lounge spot, they have video games, they have an activity center, doing all kinds of fun stuff in there going on. And so that is open. We mentioned earlier that Club Ocean's not open, but Circle C and Club O2 are. Or Camp Ocean, sorry, did I say Club Ocean? Camp Ocean is not open right now, but Circle C and Club O2 are open for vaccinated only at this time. Now let's head inside the Warehouse Arcade. I think this is a particularly impressive venue. Being an arcade aficionado myself, self-proclaimed, we have all kinds of games in here. So we have call games, we have a ticket pusher, we have simulator ride, we have the cutter, basketball shooting, all kinds of fun stuff. Racers, they have the big prize wheel, they have boxing, they have this Pearl Fisher game, Bob the Clowns, Keymaster, press in, they have a color match, Pop the Lock, Space Warp, all kinds of fun stuff. Over here they have a coin pusher, ticket pusher, more claw games, and then some different prizes on the Keymaster there. Pinball, a Beatles pinball machine, a piano game, big bass wheel, Monopoly. Look at this. This is so awesome. It's like a big die. You can roll it, play Monopoly. They have a shooting game, Walking Dead. They have a shooting, hunting, Terminator game. They have throwing the balls with clowns, Jurassic World, truck pusher game. They got hoops. Got a throwing game, skee ball, candy game, Willy Wonka, coin pusher, bicycle race, or excuse me, motorcycle racing, truck racing, Nerf shooter, as well as a Jurassic Park shooter. And they do have tickets here. So they have, I think, actual printed tickets come out of the machine. They have a ticket station so you can put your tickets in. It will count them here. And then once you've done that, you can come over to the prize center, prize hub, and swipe in to get your tickets redeemed for different prizes. So they have the smaller ones spinning over there in the little capsules. They have medium prizes like a cube light or little action figures, and then they have larger prizes like a virtual reality headset or a portable arcade game. So lots of fun stuff we had, including Pac-Man Smash, one of the best air hockey games that you can find, along with Laughing Madness, of course. As you can see, it's a very large space, lots of fun going on, plenty of action, plenty of different choices inside the Warehouse Arcade. And that's going to do it for deck 17. Now let's head up to 18. All right, up on deck 18 now, looking back at deck 17 midship. That's where we just were, down at the second level of Red Frog Tiki Bar. We were inside there for the arcade, but now we're gonna turn and come to the forward part of deck 18. This is the Serenity area. It is for adults only. This is supposed to be the quiet, calm, serene, hence the name, Serenity area of the ship. So we're just gonna tour around here. This is basically gonna be a lot of lounge chairs and lounge space for a relaxing, quiet retrieve. Again, guests 21 and over. So other cruise lines might start these areas at like 16. Carnival has it 21 and over for Serenity. They do have hot tub on both sides, lounge space tucked up in, and freshwater shower. Entrance to Loft 19. So continuing port side, heading forward on deck 18 in the Serenity area. Lots and lots and lots and lots of loungers. As I said coming in, that is what we're mainly going to see in this area. These continue all around the deck. They do have some big spherical chairs as well, which is fun. When we come in, oh man, this is party central in this area. Look what's going on in here. Lots of fun to be had. I want to point out, Fresh Creations, a salad bar, is here in the Serenity area. I believe that is included with your cruise fare. And they also have the Serenity bar right next door to that to get all your drinks. Look at the hot tubs up above in Loft 19. Water coming right to the glass. That's so cool. They have this sunken seating area with tables, main pool with the waterfall coming down the wall over there, showers on that side, got plenty of loungers, tables tables, chairs, couches, spherical lounges over there. And then the outside perimeter is just more of the same. Lounges out in the sun, get plenty of sun space, sun deck area out there to be had. And it just continues on around to the front of the ship. So that's the forward part of deck 18, the Serenity area. Now we're gonna turn and head back to the back part of the ship, deck 18. And as we get ready to head to the back of deck 18, I wanted to point out that this is a split deck, so the forward part and the back part of deck 18 do not connect. You have to go down to deck 17, go across, and then come back up. So that's what we're about to do now. All right, let's take a look at the map to help us get reoriented. So I explained deck 18 is split. So you see the beginning part where we just were, it does not continue across. You have to come down to 17 and then go across. And as I mentioned before, we look at the aft stairs and elevators, those only go up to 16. If you look at the forward stairs and elevators, those do go up to 18, but it's only going to connect to the forward part. So if you want this stuff that we're about to show, you need to take the midship elevator and stairs, which I'll show you here. It's actually two special ones, separate from the rest of the midship elevators. But we are here now. We're gonna head outside and show you this part, the midship and to the back section. This is where the fun begins, as Anakin Skywalker once said, because this is the ultimate playground. Let's head outside. So right when we come out, we'll be behind the big screen for the dive-in movies, Jumbotron, all that. One thing I want to point out, we do have the jogging track here. 7 laps equals 1 mile, and you'll see that painted here. This will go on around the deck. So let's head around. First thing we'll land at is the ropes course, the entrance to the ropes course anyway. So technically that is going to be up on deck 19, up at the top there. We'll come back to that in just a minute. I want to point out they do have a foosball table here. And as we proceed forward, we will find the sports court. So this is going to be mainly basketball. That's usually what you'll see people playing. If they do have 2 hoops, full-size court, 1 at each end. They do have soccer nets as well, built-in seating. They have the balls already out here and ready to go on the sports court. They do have some lounge space, some nice kind of covered, sunken-in chairs here over on the side. And get inside of there. You see our jogging track continuing along the deck back here, and more lounge space going on. We're going to continue to the back. I'll show you what's up ahead. And as we get to the back part of deck 18 here at the Ultimate Playground, we will find Waterworks, the water park splash area on board. 3 mega huge special water slides on board, as well as a splash play area. Lots of fun going on here. Highly recommend you checking that out. There's lots of fun to be had here at Waterworks. On the very back part of deck 18, we will find the mini golf course. 9 holes. See the sign says mini golf here. You get your clubs, balls, everything you need right there. Continue playing the course. Lots of obstacles and lots of fun to be had here. Part of it is on starboard side, part of it over on port side. So you can take in all of that. They do have seating all around Waterworks here. So it is like a completely wet, soft cushion ground. You can go in, and that's where you'll access the water slides up those stairs. Now we're going to continue back around here on deck 18. So right next to Waterworks and the slides, we will see the entrance for Bolt, the very first roller coaster at sea. You'll find the test vehicle here with the test seats. You can sit in there, make sure you fit okay, make sure everything's comfortable. They have seatbelts you can plug in to check. They have a scale and a height measurer there as well, just to make sure everything's good to go. And you'll check in with the staff down below. They'll get you ready for your ride time. They are also installing an ADA chairlift. Currently it is just stairs to get up and down to the loading platform for Bolt, but they are installing that chairlift for ADA as well. You will need to be able to transfer to the ride vehicle. I cannot go up because, as you see, it says ticketed riders only beyond this point. However, we did go up there when we rode. We'll put some video of that in right now. So that is the entrance area for Bolt. And I did mention earlier the ropes course. I wanted to kind of come around and show you here, because technically the Bolt entry area is on deck 19, and technically the ropes course area is on deck 19 as well. So we did the ropes course. We'll put the footage of that entry and check-in area in right now. So there you go. So kind of jumping ahead here, basically going to deck 19 without the smooth transition because I don't have the elevators or stairs here. There's stairs to go up to Bolt and the water slide, stairs to go up to the ropes course, and the rest is at the forward part of deck 19. Forgot, right next to the basketball course, starboard side, we do have some pool tables. These are not self-leveling, so if the ship is rocking at all, the balls will just go to their respective place wherever gravity takes them. So kind of unfortunate on that regard, but they do have them as well as another foosball table. So again, just to clarify, we were just here on 18 and show the ultimate playground. See, it says 19, that's for the entrance to the ropes course, so the entrance to Bolt, but it does not continue across. So we're going to have to go over, back down, we're going to have to go over, and then we'll show the forward part of 19. One thing to show there. I actually don't have access to Loft 19. This is a special area only. We'll show you just real quick. This is the entrance point for that. So you see they have lounge chairs here, much more comfortable, big pillows, they have towels, they have all kinds of things. They even have cabanas up here that you can rent for an additional fee. Actually, I think they're okay with me checking this out, so let's do it. Lots of loungers, sectional couches, tables, a much quieter space up here. Great views, the glass all around. See, here is one of those cabanas. This is number 5 that you can rent for an additional cost. Cabanas, Loft 19, as the sign says. Additional chairs, more cabanas for rent. And then they have additional hot tub space up here in the middle, as well as this walk across. And you can see back down into the Serenity area on deck 18. More cabanas for rent up here at the front with that view down into the Serenity area. And then loungers, chairs, couches. Continue. So many of those available with the beautiful view out the front of the vessel. And wrapping back around, it should pretty much be the same thing on both sides. Chairs, couches, lounges, blah, blah, blah. Same stuff we've been seeing lots of. Walk across bridge, back down the other side. This is a good view of those hot tubs. It's really cool because it goes right up to the glass that looks down into the Serenity area. So that's really fun, really nice view to be had there. And again, here we go. Chairs, loungers, and the cabanas, starting with number 1 right there that you can rent. So that is Loft 19. All right, friends, we hope you enjoyed today's tour of Carnival's newest and largest ship, Mardi Gras. We had a great time showing it to you, and we've been having a blast on board. We think you would as well. So if you're interested in sailing on this ship, please feel free to reach out via that travel agent information that you can find in the description of this video. We hope you enjoyed today's tour, and we hope you'll check out the rest of our Mardi Gras playlist as we have lots of fun content from on board this sailing. But we're signing off for now. We'll see you next time. Happy travels!